Good afternoon, this is Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and we have a brand new counter trap revealed in Age of Overlords. I'm really excited to see what this card does. It looks really promising. Counter traps always have potential for greatness. We haven't had a counter trap in the meta for a long time, but who knows? This could be really powerful in Labyrinth and other trap decks. We'll just have to see. So this card is really powerful. It looks like it is called Iron Thunderhammer. It comes out of Phantom Nightmare. It's a counter trap, so it's a spell speed 4 card, so nothing can really negate it besides other spell speed 4s. Let's read what this card does. So when a spell trap card or a monster effect is activated on the field, pay half your life points, negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card, then destroy all cards in the spell and trap zone and monster zone in the same column. So that is pretty insane. So basically this card says, hey, pay half, negate a activation of a card anywhere on the field, and then, hey, destroy everything in that same column. So that is absolutely insane. So the idea is that your opponent can activate a card anywhere, but whenever you set this trap, once it resolves, it's destroying everything in the same column as that card, which is pretty powerful. So you have the potential to +3. You have a potential to negate a card. You have a potential to destroy a monster in that zone and destroy a back row, which is really good. Now, you do have to be careful because it says destroy all cards in the same column. So if you have a monster in that column as well, it will probably blow up your monster as well. I don't know the ruling, so maybe it doesn't, but I'm pretty sure it says all cards in the same column. That'll probably destroy your cards as well. So you probably don't want to set anything in front of this card. Overall, it seems really powerful. I will say this, it does pay half, which really sucks as a counter trap. Only decks that will probably be playing this are really heavy trap decks, Counter Fairies, and Dynamorphia. Dynamorphia already pay half for everything, so adding another half card doesn't really hurt them. If anything, it helps them. So that's pretty cool. It's another Dynamorphia card, basically. But as for like other trap decks playing it, I feel like the paying half is too much. Not to mention the calm effect is powerful, but it might be too situational. Because also your opponent has to play into it, and once they play into it once, I don't think they'll play into it again. It's kind of like Imperm, where once people realize how powerful the Imperm column is, and they keep losing because they keep putting spells and traps into the column after you resolved Imperm, they realize they need to move cards out of that column. So I think it's pretty powerful. Paying half is a steep cost because most likely you're playing a trap deck that pays life points. Well, not pays life points, but as a trap deck that doesn't kill immediately, thus this card can definitely put you in a death's door really quickly. But I still like it. Now, if you're looking for a counter trap that is better than Solemn Strike, but doesn't pay half your life points, then I actually have a better card for you. This card came out in Power of the Elements, and nobody plays it. It's called Draco Utopic Aura. You've probably seen this card in my Goaty deck profiles. This card is absolutely insane. So when an opponent activates a monster effect on a field, negate the activation, you destroy that card, and then apply the following effects. You banish one monster from your hand, and if you do expel summon that monster, that was destroyed and sent to graveyard by this effect, but its effects are negated. Now, the reason why this card is pretty cool is that if you're playing a banished archetype, like if your monsters or cards want to be banished, you can activate this card, destroy their monster, banish a, let's say, Goaty in hand, steal their monster, and then you just get free advantage of the Goaty. Other archetypes can benefit this as well, like Weather Painters. You get the Weather Painters in rotation, things like that. But ultimately, I really like this card. It seems cool, but no one plays it because a lot of counter traps are just too situational, I guess. I think this card's absolutely insane. The fact that it negates spells and traps. That's the one thing that it beats Strike, and it also beats Utopic Draco Utopic Aura, because this card also negates spells and traps. It's basically Solemn Judgment mixed with Strike. It's Judgment on paying half and negating spells and traps, but it's Strike because it doesn't negate summons, it negates the monster's effects. And then it's also added this whole increased column like Imperm mechanic, where it destroys cards in the column. So it's a mix of all three cards, which is kind of crazy. I hope a lot of decks start playing it. I think it's a really powerful counter trap. And maybe if decks move towards playing more counters in back row decks, it might be seen play. But right now, most back row decks just focus on the floodgates, and they focus on like really powerful removal cards. But who knows? This card's kind of a removal card. It's kind of situational calm placement removal card. But who knows? It might be insane. But anyway, hope you all enjoy. Don't do anything stupid. See you all next one. Bye-bye.